Support vector machine is a supervised machine learning algorithm that separates data points using a decision boundary called hyperplane. Hyperplane is a line in case of two-dimensional data and it's a surface in case of three-dimensional data. In fact, hyperplane is defined as a subspace having dimensionality 1 less than ambient one. When a space of dimensionality n moves infinitely in a direction which is not contained in it, it produces n plus 1th dimension. In this way, line contains infinite points and surface contains infinite lines and solid contains infinite surfaces and so on. Now just reverse the process. To split a solid in two parts, we need a surface as a separation boundary. To split a surface in two parts, we need a line as a separation boundary. In general, we can say that to separate any multidimensional space with dimensionality n, we need a subspace n-1 as a separation boundary, which is called hyperplane. Data point which is closest with hyperplane is called support vectors. Distance between support vectors is called margin. Objective of SVM algorithm is to find a hyperplane for which margin is maximum. Such hyperplane is called optimized hyperplane. When hyperplane can clearly separate data into its classes, we call it linear SVM. Other cases may be a non-linear one where we cannot find hyperplane that can separate two classes. Even linear SVM can be very challenging to find a hyperplane which is best optimized. SVM is a binary classifier. It means it can give output in yes or no. But we can use this for multi-class problems also by creating separate classifier for each value and then combining them as one for all bases. SVM is basically designed to work with data points whose features are continuous and classes are binary. This means SVM can work on height, weight, length, etc. features of an animal and can classify whether it is a dog or not, cat or not, etc. But in its basic form, it cannot classify multi-class problems, which means directly it cannot say whether animal is cat, dog or lion. However, by using one versus all method, we can handle this. In short, when classes are non-binary like dog, cat, tiger, which is also called multi-class problem, we create one classifier for each class, then we decode them as one versus all method. Also, in its basic form, it can only handle ordinal and continuous data. But SVM can also be made to work with datasets which has categorical as well as nominal values in features. Categorical features can be nominal or ordinal. Nominal features are those where order of precedence is not defined. For example, cat, dog, lion, male, female, etc. Ordinal features are those in which order of precedence is defined like high, medium, low. Continuous features are those like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as numerical values or date, time, etc. as non-numerical values. When features are categorical but ordinal like low, medium, high, we can encode them with some integer value like low is equal to 1, medium is equal to 2, high is equal to 3. To work with categorical nominal feature, we encode them in numerical values in such a way that distance between them remains equal as they are nominal in nature and there is no order within them. One way to achieve this is called one versus all technique, where we create a vector of length n, where n is the distinct values of categorical features. Then we create n dummy variables. Each variable will have only one bit as true for each category. Like in example of cat, dog, tiger, n is equal to 3. Now we will create 3 dummy variables called v1, v2, v3. So cat can be encoded as 100, dog can be encoded as 010 and tiger can be decoded as 001. For non-linear problems, we take help of concept of kernel trick, where we add extra dimension using one of the kernel function. This kernel function projects non-linear features to a new dimension in such a way that it becomes linear, and then SVM is able to find optimized hyperplane. Some popular kernel functions are polynomial homogeneous kernel, polynomial non-homogeneous kernel, radial basis function or RBF. Among them, RBF is the most common one. Using SVM has its own advantages as well as disadvantages. SVM has an advantage that it can handle linear as well as non-linear datasets. Also, SVM has better stability against data as it uses hyperplane. SVM is a resource hungry and a slow learner. It is also not good for large datasets. SVM works very efficiently in face recognition, handwriting detection, image classification, etc. In coming videos, we will discuss how Python supports SVM. Thanks for watching.